We've all seen them. These are the people who make the rest of us look like seasoned professionals. If you want to know how bad your behavior is, just ask yourself, would I annoy the hell out of myself? Let's take a look at the most annoying types of travelers. Number 15, the gate lice. They always seem to have their bags right beside the security line, and when it comes time to board, they're right up front pushing everyone out of the way to get onto the plane first. When you politely ask them if they could move so you can get through, they usually respond with a look that suggests you personally offended them. But they are no better than this next traveler. Number 14, the backpack wrecking crew. This is usually a group of loud, obnoxious college students who somehow think the airline staff enjoy being yelled at in a fake angry voice. As soon as they step foot on the plane, they begin to loudly question everything from where the bathroom is located to why the captain hasn't taken off yet. They usually end up taking their sweet time unloading their backpacks into the overhead bins, creating quite the domino effect as they disrupt every row behind them. And then there's this guy, number 13, the conference call bully. He pulls out his phone and proceeds to yell into it, while everyone else on the plane looks over in disapproval. It's even worse when he thinks you're trying to eavesdrop on his conversation, because he feels the need to be extra loud and extra obnoxious. Oh, sorry, was I supposed to get work done while I'm on vacation? No, I totally understand. Go ahead, take all the time you need. Just let me know when you're done so I can get some sleep. Number 12, the Overhead Tetris Flunky. There are two types of people in this world, those who can do Tetris in real life and those who can't. And for every one person who can place their carry-on suitcase perfectly into the overhead bin, there is another who needs to rearrange 17 bags to fit theirs in. And they are not afraid to reach across multiple rows to grab a bag from the already full overhead bin above your seat. Why did they put that bag there in the first place? Who knows? But don't be surprised if they ask you to move yours so they can pull down their bag that they clearly thought was going to fit in the space between your backpack and the wall. Before we continue with the most annoying types of passengers, first, we have to show you these super cool travel hacks. You'll thank us later. Number 11, bad behaviors. Some behaviors are just inexcusable on an airplane. Coming to mind is a lack of personal hygiene, or doing things like picking your nose and eating it, or bringing a durian fruit on a flight. Don't be that person, just don't. And while we're at it, let's talk about the Armrest Hogger. This passenger has their arm resting comfortably on the armrest next to them, leaving you, the stranger sitting next to them, unable to rest your own arm on the plane. It's never a good idea to assume the armrest next to you is yours. Always ask first. Then we have the worst of the worst. Number 9, the eager exiter. As soon as the plane lands, before the seatbelt sign is turned off, this passenger is unbuckling their seatbelt and preparing to get off the plane. They can't wait to be the first one off the plane. Sometimes they won't even wait until the plane has come to a complete stop. They just want to be the first one off. Maybe they have a flight to catch, but sometimes they just can't wait to leave the plane. It's like they've been waiting to bust out of their seat since boarding the plane. What are you so eager to get off the plane for? Is the grass greener on the other side? And while we're talking about things you shouldn't do on a plane, let's talk about the gum popper. You should never chew gum on an airplane, ever. Not only is it incredibly annoying to hear, but if something goes wrong and the cabin pressure drops, your ears will be very grateful that you didn't have gum stuck in your mouth. Number 8, the foot person. This passenger has their feet out in the aisle, taking up all the room. They either fall into the category of being too lazy to put their feet under the seat in front of them, or they think the aisle is their own personal footrest. Either way, it's really annoying to have to walk around the foot person to get to the bathroom. So what do? You either try to delicately step over their feet without waking them up, or awkwardly say, "Excuse me, may I get by?" Number 7, the headphoneless. Whether they forgot their headphones at home or they just don't respect other people's personal space, this traveler is going to have their headphones wrapped around, their neck ready to listen to their music through the airplane speakers. That means that you are stuck listening to whatever they're listening to. Bon Jovi, anyone? The worst part is, they probably don't even realize they're blasting their music out of the airplane speakers. Number 6, the talker. You know that friend who talks a mile a minute? Well, buckle in because they're about to share every detail of their life with you, whether you like it or not. Before you know it, you're listening to an hour-long story about their love life, their toxic family members, or their crazy boss. It can be really hard to get away from this chatterbox since they tend to talk to anyone who will listen. By the end of the flight, you might feel like you've known this person your whole life. And now it's time for the top 5, the worst of the worst. Number 5, the gate zombies. Have you ever seen a group of people shuffling along like zombies towards the gate right before boarding the plane? Well, these gate zombies are not only sluggish, but also extremely impatient. They start pushing and shoving each other, even though they're still a good 30 minutes from getting on the plane. The gate zombies are notorious for cutting in line, jumping and pushing others out of the way just to be the first one on the plane. They also tend to board the plane with a herd mentality, meaning they walk slowly in a group, taking up all the aisle space and forcing everyone else to move to the sides. Sometimes they even board the plane in single file, which is even more annoying than walking in a group. Number 4, the germ spewer extraordinaire. We all get sick from time to time, but some people just seem to get sick on every flight. You know the type of person who sounds like they're about to explode, but decides to stay on the plane anyway. Well, this germ spewer fits that description perfectly. Add a flight delay and some recycled air, and you get a passenger who starts coughing uncontrollably and spewing germs everywhere. To make matters worse, they refuse to wear a mask even though everyone else on the plane is starting to look at them with disgust. Number 3, the complainer. A lot of people like to complain about flying, but the complainer takes it to a whole new level. They complain about everything from the price of the ticket to the fact that they couldn't bring their pet lizard on the plane with them. They're never satisfied with anything, and it shows. They complain about the food, the entertainment system, and even the weather. Nothing is ever good enough for the complainer. They are the embodiment of first world problems, and they're not afraid to voice their opinion. Whether you like it or not, you will listen to every complaint the complainer has to offer. Number 2, the cheapskate. You know the type of passenger who pays for the cheapest seat on the plane with no frills. Well, the cheapskate is here to save money. They will pay for the absolute cheapest seat available. But once they get on the plane, they are not afraid to ask for more. They will ask for free drinks, snacks, and even an upgrade. The cheapskate is not afraid to ask for more than they paid for. They are the masters of getting things for free, and they will use any means necessary to get it. Before we get to the absolute worst type of passenger, number 1, let's take a look at the honorable mentions. The boozy bonehead. You know the type of passenger who brings wine onto the plane? Well, the boozy bonehead takes it to a whole new level. They are not only drunk when they get on the plane, but they are also drunk during the flight. They start drinking as soon as the plane takes off, and they don't stop until it lands. The flight attendants hate them, and so does everyone else on the plane. The jumpers. These passengers are notorious for jumping in line, whether it's to board the plane or get off of it. They are always in a hurry, and they don't care who they run over in the process. The annoyingly amorous. You know the type of passenger who can't keep their hands off their partner. Well, the annoyingly amorous takes it to a whole new level. They are constantly touching, kissing, and groping their partner, even though everyone else on the plane is trying to sleep. All right, on to number 1. And number 1, the gate lich is the worst type of passenger on the plane. They're the ones who always seem to get everything they want, including upgrades, free drinks, and even the last piece of cake at the dessert cart. And they do it with a smile. They are the embodiment of having their cake and eating it too. They are the ones who make the rest of us look like we have no chill. But let's be honest, we all have a little bit of this champion inside of us. We just hope it doesn't come out when we're flying. So, to wrap it up, if you ever spot a selfie stick ninja or a loud talker on your travels, Just remember, they're the real-life villains in our travel tailies. Until then, see you next time. Safe travels!